Hey, y'all, thanks for joining us on this Thursday night. So for more than a year, Minneapolis and its police union went back and forth on a new contract. But today, the Minneapolis City Council signed off on it in an 8-4 vote. And this deal will bring a major pay increase to the department and some reform. What kind? Well, it guarantees powers for the police chief that can include staffing flexibility and adding civilian investigators. But again, back to that pay amount. It is a big one, a nearly 22% raise for Minneapolis police officers over 3 years. And while we don't want to talk about the actual part about policing, we want to talk about the money. How do you pay for that kind of contract and the historic amounts that are coming with it? Well, Gordon's been trying to pin that down for us all day. Hi, Gordon.
Yeah, here's how it all breaks down. Under this contract, officers would receive back pay for all of 2023 and the first half of 2024. The city says this will cost around $5.5 million. The increased wages next year will cost the city just over $9 million, bringing the total to around $14.7 million. That's a lot of new money the city will have to pay out.
There are 8 ayes and 4 nays.
That carries, and the full report is adopted.
Now that a police contract has passed, the question remains.
We need to figure out how to pay for it.
Council Vice President Aisha Chugtai presented her own idea to cover the costs.
We found a creative solution that uses different money.
The plan is rather complex, taking money out of the Downtown Asset Fund, the General Fund, and using money from the American Rescue Plan. Chugtai says the plan should cover the cost of the police contract and not put a burden on taxpayers.
I hope that this is something that our body can unite around.
When discussing the plan, some city council members were concerned.
Moving Downtown Assets Fund for other items here is not appropriate.
Others questioned if the plan would actually work.
This feels like a shell game to me.
Mayor Jacob Fry used those exact same words.
The proposal that was put forward is a shell game. It's moving money around from one place to another again.
He would rather use public safety funding from the state, which he says can be used to pay for police wages.
I believe that some of the money from that public safety aid should go to help alleviate the burden on taxpayers.
Many of the council members disagree, arguing that money is earmarked for public safety initiatives outside of the police department, such as violence interrupters and various community-based groups.
It is pitting 2 important components of our public safety ecosystem against one another.
In a 7-5 vote, the council approved Chugtai's plan, which they say should cover the cost of the police contract. Meanwhile, the Minneapolis Park Board is currently hashing out their labor contract. The board is at odds with parks employees over wage increases. A board spokesperson says their proposal would raise Minneapolis property taxes by 1.32% next year. The union version would raise taxes by 1.87%. And these 2 contracts with police and parks employees, city officials say this is only the beginning.
There's 20 other contracts here at the city.
Director of Labor Relations Rashida Deloney says the city will give these unions the same time and courtesy so workers feel like their concerns are being heard.
So understand that the seats at the bargaining table are still warm.
Looking ahead, Mayor Fry says some difficult decisions are ahead that will impact city employees and residents.
We know that we're trying to fill a very significant gap in funding. We can't continue to spend more and simultaneously not hit homeowners and renters with a significant property tax hike.
But how much of a tax hike will the city see? That is the big question. The council has until later this fall to come up with a full budget, so we may have to wait a few weeks before we can understand the full impact this could all have on taxpayers and renters here in the city.
And Gordon, you and I were talking today. Mayor Fry, in his State of the City address, hinted pretty strongly that residents could be looking at property tax increases that hit the teens.
Yeah, earlier he said his goal was to keep it under 6.1%, but at that State of the City address, he said it's very likely we're going to get into the double digits this year. So at least 10% is what he's thinking here.
Wow, we'll have to follow that. Thank you so much, Gordon. We appreciate it.